Mm-hmm.
Still on time.
Gah. I need to turn on my microphone.
Okay.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the circus. To the Fire Charmer Circus. I'm Heated Fire Charmer, and today we're with these lovely VTubers, and I'll introduce them. Kudulu, introduce yourself first.
Hi, I'm cool. I'm stupid. Hello.
You're not that stupid.
A bit dumb. I'm situationally dumb.
That's stupid.
Okay. Do you have my stream open? Because if you do, you can add yourself or something. I don't know. I haven't prepared this far ahead, to be honest. I'm just thinking of these things that I'm just thinking of these things suddenly, like, oh man, I maybe should have added a bot in my chat to shout you out. But okay. Next, Ray, let's introduce yourself.
Right. Hello, I'm Raphael, but I think people love to call me Ray because it's shorter. Anyway, my real angel name is Raphael. I am an angel, and I am the angel guardian. But I am training in the human world because I am too weak, and when I use too much, it's like this. So I am training right now. Thank you for the invite, Gita. Use the demon, but my best friend is she's a demon too, so I think it will be fine. Maybe. I hope.
Anyway, real quick in between, thank you for the raid, Katsaru. Sorry for butchering your name. Thank you for the raid, and
I invited him.
welcome to the
sent him
service.
the link.
Huh?
Guys,
I sent him the link for the raid.
I will be right back.
Not a hold. Not a hold.
Be right back.
Okay.
Okay, Momo, you're up next.
Hello, everybody. I'm Momo Makino, and I'm a demon princess. I'm here on Earth with Ray, and yeah, we're here. We're friends. Hey. I don't know what to say every time. I'm like, but yeah, hello.
She's cute. That's all you need to
No,
know.
I'm not cute.
She's
I'm-
cute.
I'm mighty. I'm fearful. You have to fear me.
Yeah.
Okay, and then last but not least, could introduce yourself.
Hi everybody. I'm Kuru, and I like to stream chill games and art sometimes. And I made my own model. I take commissions for Live 2D if you're interested. And thank you so much for inviting me, Hita.
No problem. And, well, me as last, I'm Hita Fire Charmer, your ringmaster and magician in this circus, and we're gonna be enjoying Ace Attorney together. So, before that, I'm gonna, real quick, do a close change, because we're being detectives, or attorneys more like that. Let's go to our main screen and
Magical
start,
gold transformation.
pretty much. Let's see. Did I not set my game? Oh yeah. Okay. Was everyone here now, or did we still wait on someone?
Ray.
I'm still
Okay,
here.
she's here.
Okay.
I'm just changing my mic.
Okay.
So in a
Whenever-
few seconds.
whenever you're ready.
Stay.
Just tell me. Then we're starting. No, then again, there's also an intro in this game, so I suppose just to select the adventure, and then we're waiting for the opening cutscene. New game. And then we're going for the opening cutscene here.
Oh,
It looks like an anime.
Oh, and I did put on Japanese voice acting instead of the English one.
Good.
Mainly because the Japanese voice acting doesn't call Herlock Sherlock Herlock.
革新の熱気にむせ返り、その変化に戸惑う者も飲み込んで、時代は大きなうねりの中にあった。
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
God, there's anime.
What
That's
happened?
very
Oh.
old man.
Oh.
そして今、そん
Okay.
な時代を舞台に一つの物語
Someone's being framed or mistaken for the murder.
Isn't that us?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that
Yeah,
is-
it's
that
us.
is, that is Ryusuke Naruhodo.
Ryusuke.
なるほど。
Naruto.
The Adventure of the Great Departure.
I just want to mess
I'm
up.
excited.
So I'll suppose I'll just take the voice of Naruhodo because
Yes.
and then we'll figure out who's voicing who.
Yes.
Supreme Court of Jurisdiction, defendants, attendance chamber, at the chamber 5. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond those doors, it's so quiet? Yeah, these doors to this quiet chamber. Is the highest court of Japan waiting to decide my fate? Okay, who's gonna play him?
The bailiff.
The
Yeah,
Bailey.
just minor role.
Yeah, I think we want to have much dialogue.
Yeah, I can make the. You can make more male voices. I guess I can
Okay,
go like.
okay, I'll just go.
The next male.
What? Oh no, nothing. Save your glances, murderer. Sorry.
Every time.
My name is Ryusuke Naruhodo. I'm a second year.
Also, the name is really Naruhodo. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
So
his
you're keeping
Phoenix
the-
name is
It's the
Naruhodo.
Phoenix.
In,
Exactly,
yeah.
It's the Phoenix.
Oh,
Phoenix's
that's
name
so
in Japan is
funny.
Naruhodo.
Yeah, it's a nice pun, isn't it?
So I'm a second year
Yeah.
student at the Imperial Yume anniversary. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now I'm here. But here I am, awaiting my trial.
That's pretty quick for a trial, to be quite honest.
Okay, who's gonna be him? I know that I can do multiple.
Try.
I know I can do multiple males, but I'm
There
not
you
gonna
go,
talk
me
to
too.
myself
Let me-
alone.
Let me try, because I got that kind of more
Mhm.
masculine voice, I guess. Like says, he's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. Not the best, but you know.
And who are you?
That was nice though.
I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today.
Lawyer?
Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Damn, he's cool.
I know, right? Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet.
But look at that headband.
Wow, I like him.
And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave.
Yeah,
I
but
love-
there is the wind.
I like this voice.
Right. Yunosuke?
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, I suppose it wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Duh.
Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Well, if you have to ask that...
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it.
I did
I
it.
could never murder someone.
Yes, Kazuma, I did it! And there's nothing
Pretty
to
much.
worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high.
You mean
I believe you. I know you're innocent.
Kazuma Asugi?
to an
My best
anime
friend.
introduction.
Also, his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering... Oh, I couldn't finish that.
It's not that. Oh, he can
Because-
hear him.
Yeah, he's pretty much interrupting his monologue.
Oh my god.
The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have you as my friend. A friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started.
Do we have a flashback? Yes.
Yep.
The relationship?
Congratulations, Kazuma. Looks
Okay.
like you're going to get to study
They
abroad
gay?
at last.
I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. It's like in the in the first game, the sort of like homosexual tension between Phoenix and
Yes, I
Oh,
love
okay.
that.
was so
Pretty much.
strong. So I'm like, are they bringing it back? Okay. Finally,
think
those
so.
government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most
Sophisticated, yeah.
sophisticated legal system in the world. Hard English words, dude. I'm really happy for
Very
you.
hard.
I'm proud as your friend.
We're all
There's not a
practicing.
soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura blowing around his temple.
I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too.
What year does this take place in?
This is
Then come with me.
This is pretty much the Steam era in like the
This is
this is kind
before
of
Phoenix.
that's way before. It's
Okay.
Phoenix's
that's
ancestors.
what I was confused at.
This is
it's
when
pretty
Japan
much
just
the
started
time
opening
of
up.
It's pretty much the time of Sherlock Holmes and Watson and such, you know. And,
Okay. All right.
Victorian era?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, this is kind of weird. But yeah, now that I know like the context of it, we'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's city in London together.
If only it were that simple.
Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
All right. I'll see you later. I'll think I stay and enjoy this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Oh, is that what they're in?
Yep.
See you in English class
A cup
tomorrow
of
then,
tea.
partner.
Partner?
Partner? Oh, oh my god! He phased out of existence!
Oh my god.
Kazuma!
Monica?
Monica.
oh, really now? It was straight after when it happened. Okay, this is an older gentleman's voice, so I mean, Asuki, may I have a word?
Oh, who's gonna do her?
I don't know.
Professor! I didn't know you were coming.
Okay, who's up for him?
Well, this case has personal significance to me.
Hey, good enough.
You did pretty good at that. You did pretty good at that.
I try my best.
But never mind that for now. Asogi,
Alright, who's gonna be...
you should go immediately to the judge's chambers.
To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result.
Really good there. Who is that man?
See, I'm like I
I
said.
feel as though I've seen him at the university before. Kazuma.
Okay.
That's okay.
I see. I'll go at once then.
Who's gonna be here?
Ray.
Or me or Momo is plus. We don't have. Okay,
I think
I will.
suits you better. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. I shall accompany you.
Cute.
Yeah, that voice fits her. All right then, Rinosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes, thanks, Kazuma.
God, I love the fucking graphics in this game.
Yeah.
That they
The
bow
animations
with
are so
things
nice.
And the animation.
This is
hand animation.
in Japan. This was the first 3D Ace Attorney game. Shortly after, shortly after Layton versus Phoenix, right?
The 3DS one was also in 3D. The one with the girl with the ponytail.
Mm.
Dual Destinies? Was it?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, but that was the
it called
second one. In Japan, this was the first actual game.
Ah,
in
this came
3D.
before?
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it used before, but you couldn't go like in the western side of the world because of copyright, because there was Sherlock Holmes. So
Yeah.
Ah.
And only
That's kind of funny.
only recently, because the Lupin license got opened up, they could use Sherlock Holmes' name, which made localizing this game, which made this localization possible.
Oh,
Yet,
wow, we
I
love
find
you,
I find
Sherlock
it I
Holmes.
find it really funny because the voice act they added the Japanese voice acting, and that still mentions Sherlock Holmes and Watson and everything. So it's kind of like a technicality there, in my opinion.
Oh wow.
That's why I'm also using Japanese voice actors, and I'm gonna mention Watson and Sherlock by their true name instead of like
Yeah,
Sherlock
it
and
sounds
such.
so weird otherwise.
They changed Watson's name in Wilson, so I mean.
Oops.
Anyway, this is awkward.
If I may,
Yes, sorry.
you must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe.
Yes, yes, that's right.
Smack.
Naruhodo?
Okay.
My name is Yujin Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University.
Ah, Professor Mikotoa. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad.
Oh yeah, because at this time, leaving the country and like intermingling was like unheard
Yeah,
of.
it's really hard. Yeah.
you.
Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends. I understand.
Best friends.
That's
giggle,
what we
giggle.
call them now.
Okay.
As such, I feel you should know.
Know what?
Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked. Never granted again.
What?
As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi might have chosen not to tell you.
What? He agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dream will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing?
The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances.
I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear. I'm not the murderer.
I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial.
Sorry? What do you mean?
You'll soon understand. once proceedings get underway.
Hmm? But what should I do?
Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction.
Right, so
As soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
I do? But could the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Like that would happen, right? Do you accept the
course not.
accusations? I do!
You dumb
What?
dumb.
Yes, I was the one that did it. Here's the
Defendant!
I did it.
Court is about begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. These are hard words.
I know, right?
He's very
So
learned.
allow me to summarize. Kazuma Sogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
Terrible.
This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of starting Umbrella are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on this unforgettable trial.
We're already yawning. What is going on? It is 3 p.m. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny.
The trial that decides whether I will continue my bloodline. Chris taught me well.
Pretty much.
No, stop! I just heard about that. Stop it.
Oh my
I
god.
only heard about it like last month.
I didn't even know.
I'm probably
until
missing
today.
something, but okay.
Chris
You
Redfield
don't want to
wants
know.
Continue the bloodline.
Mm.
Whatever.
So this is a
His
courtroom.
Look at these
His eyes are all darting around. What a
Those
baby.
eyes.
The Supreme... Oh, this is
Wait,
your
that's
line.
Yeah, Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power.
I don't much like the looks of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in here.
Yeah, as I was saying. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial.
A secret trial?
Love how his headband is always blowing in the wind, no matter what.
I know, right?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
Yes,
What?
like a Beyonce fan.
But
blowing
why?
in front of him.
It'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin.
Oh my god, it's the same guy!
Oh my god, yes, the same
That is his ancestor.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He's gonna be the judge.
I want to be the judge.
Okay.
Oh,
Mama's
okay.
the judge.
The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Okay, who's gonna be the prosecutor? He's a squeaky voice, so I mean... Huh?
Is it the prosecutor? No.
Are you gonna be Asogi and this?
Excellency.
You wanna do both? Okay.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't.
You're gonna have a hell of a job because you're conversing with yourself
You
here.
can talk to yourself. Go ahead.
All right. As is the defense. Normal voice and this sort of voice.
Pretty much.
Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate.
That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Normal proceeds. I can say that procedure.
There you
It's
go.
for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial.
Oh.
As this is an unusual circumstance, I'm obliged to ask for final confirmation now.
Oh, that is the question.
Ooh. Never seen the judge looking so angry.
This is
I
quite a
advocate
serious
for
judge.
the defendant in this trial.
I like his beard.
Yeah, it is a really nice beard.
This is it. This must be the question. Who is going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant.
I do.
But then,
I defend
if I say
myself.
I do, I need to answer quickly.
I take you as my
What should I
husband.
do?
Yes!
I'm your wife.
I'll wait and see.
Male wife. Wait and see. Let's go. No.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. Oh, so that was like an inconsequential answer. Look at his eyes.
Yeah.
God, I
His
love
eyes.
these.
He kind of
Oh.
looks like Apollo, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Apollo Justice.
Yeah, he kinda looks like him. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I
would like to inform the court that
Somebody.
I, Ryusuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
Damn.
You'll be what?
what are you playing at, Inosuke?
Professor Mikatoba told me of everything just now before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dream of still being abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me.
Aw.
You think I won't be able to get you off. Well,
Oh,
you
no.
sure
Okay.
That's not it! Really! It's just that, well, in the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear that to be the reason of you, for you. Well,
Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikatoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in.
Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
oh, there we go.
Well. He's gonna sound like an old man, even though technically he's sort of young here. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel, really?
I love this
You'll
voice.
you'll see when he does object and such. You'll hear
Yeah,
pretty
he
close
goes,
to his voice already.
Or does it get objection? Make no mistake, Objection! This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself.
With that eye.
Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
Oh,
Not
yes,
listening.
exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all.
Damn.
In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
I love it.
I realize you're in charge now, but
Oh my
still,
God, that
try
pose
not
is
to look
so
so
cool.
bewildered. I know, so far. Ah.
There you go.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought here to the Supreme Court. I'm like testing it. I keep forgetting what his voice is.
That's
You must have
Sue me.
perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
Well, you're
His
the
pants
This
is
little fan,
sin.
like,
As you're not aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. I don't think it's the
yeah, that's no. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, you're good.
Judicature. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for
for the task you have undertaken.
Because
Wow,
in real
America,
life,
they're just like, well, if you want to do it, go ahead. We don't care how stupid you are.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
My competence? What does that mean?
What's a competence?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
I would do it as well.
Can't even
At this
understand
point.
words.
Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am.
Oh my god.
You'd be
So
surprised.
let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Oh, yes.
What is your name?
Yeah, there we go. The victim name.
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
What is your
Well,
name?
that's easy
What
enough.
is your
I've heard this name
color?
many times. I heard this name many times than I care to remember. But wait. I'm so nervous. I can't remember that. What was it again?
Remember?
Inosuke? Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank?
Well, you know me so well.
All the relevant information for the case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You access the court record with a press of this magical button named
Football brain!
Just press the right button in real life.
If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to. Okay, I'm not gonna freaking. Alright, there's no time to lose.
Break the fourth wall, do
Yeah.
it.
This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with
Okay. I'm gonna skip that. Oh my god.
You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just go back.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
he's
his name is-
51. The guy is
Yeah.
51.
Wait, who's 51? Which
The
one?
old dude.
Yeah, he's 51.
How is he older than the guy with the gray hair?
I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know.
actually 42.
Only by 9
It's just
years
like-
though.
Yeah,
Maybe-
he's a
maybe he
daddy and
shaved
he's
it
a
all off.
granddaddy. That's
Maybe
the
he just
difference.
shaved it. He just shaved it.
So anyways, the victim is, in this case, was visiting professor of medicine
John Watson.
Oh, it's
of
about
Hume
to
University
be-
of the British Empire, John H. Watson. I'm gonna call him Watson, so just
Yeah.
excuse me for that.
sense.
I refuse to call him Wilson.
So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now you'd better not keep his excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record.
And present.
Do it before my
Hi!
hair gel.
What? Yes, there is a
The
yes
victim's
shout.
name was Dr. John H. Watson. Ah man, I almost slipped because I was reading it.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Watson was a It's even
I know,
getting
right?
me screwed up
I
now.
know, right?
Dr. Watson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
Indeed.
Wait, is Sherlock the murderer?
Wait, what?
What?
Oh my.
Is Sherlock the actual murderer?
We don't know yet.
I love
Oh my
Sherlock.
god.
We don't even know who the suspects are, or the.
Watson, I'm tired of your shit!
Yeah. It's not elementary. Not anymore.
It's not elementary. You're in kindergarten now.
Okay.
Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiation.
That's a lot of big words. Okay. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. That sounds crazy. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial University, are you not? Oh my god. Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education, have you no honor?
But I didn't do it.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
Well, knowing Ace Attorney, it's gonna not gonna be speedy
Sorry,
at
I was
all.
yawning. You can go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why the trial has been the trial has these unusual peculiarities.
Yeah, there you go.
Is it?
Yeah. Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Yes. Dr. Watson was an Englishman. But the nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. I'm gonna... I know, right?
Yes, please.
I didn't want to interrupt.
I know, right? The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Flashback
okay,
again.
So this is at the end. Oh dear, look at the time.
I'll just...
Yeah, we can just skip through it. We already know what they said.
Good idea. After all, this was already voiced.
Yeah.
Better get a flashback to a
She-
thing that it just happened 2 seconds ago.
Plans tomorrow, partner.
Partner.
The British
huh?
Empire. Now this is new, so I mean... wow, that's incredible to think. Wait.
Oh.
I've seen that man at the university. I'm sure he's visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go say hello. So I went over to the professor at the table. To the professor's table. And introduced myself to Dr. Watson.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defenton Naruodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Watson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
Cause of death. Well, obviously, that was...
Yunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
Oh, he's basically Mia. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
for this,
yeah, he's
for
like
this
Mia.
case, yeah. By evidence, but how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. No, present. There we go. Do
Yeah.
it now.
It's a present.
So,
I'm
let's
a native
see.
English speaker, and even I look at that and go, huh?
Uh-huh. Okay, this is a post-mortem report, so we're gonna read it real quick because it's quite interesting. Male British and
Yeah.
everything. Single bullet fired at close range. Fatal...
Should I read this?
Yeah, sure,
Alright.
go ahead.
Fatal hemorrhage from
Hemorrhage,
proctoral
okay.
ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body. Could you go back? Because it said the time of death, real quick.
It was the time of death.
19th of
Yeah.
November, shortly after 2 p.m. Okay.
I was thinking that even you have such a good accent, and that's because you are an English speaker. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, you have such a good accent. I love it.
Yeah. That's
It's gonna
because
be-
I'm from America, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's very, I mean, maybe not British, but English.
Hmm.
Right,
Yeah.
English.
Okay, well, we're gonna present this because it will tell the postmortem. Well, according to this document,
So cute.
the victims suffered from a hemorrhage watch Dev do a gunshot trauma?
That's fine, and it's perfectly fine because he doesn't know how to say it either.
It fits.
Learn to read, you imbecile. What's the post-mortem report? I take it. Or that's.
Sorry,
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
that's right. This post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. Oh. For a second, I looked at his steak, saw the dark spot, and thought that they shot through his body into his food.
Could be, I mean, we don't see behind them necessarily.
Maybe. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Okay, Judge.
Well,
Okay. Oh?
Sorry, I'm also answering to the chat, so it's
Ah, no.
Okay.
thank you, Counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
Okay, photographic print has been entered into the court records. So that's what that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible.
oh, wait a moment.
Very well.
When there are redeems, I'm not really looking at chat, so when there are redeems, can you tell me?
Sorry?
Yeah, there was the stay hydrated.
Ah,
Thank you.
Okay.
I need to get hydrated as well. So.
Yeah, we should do
I have
that.
tea right
Okay,
here.
thank you for the redeem, Neko. Thank you.
Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
We haven't even started yet. I mean,
What is that?
Oh my
like?
gosh.
What the judge me, Your Excellency. Oh, okay. So without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution
cool.
hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
yeah, this is it then.
I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind.
Professor, you mean Makitoba? Maki,
Miko.
Mikotoba. Sorry.
There you go. You got it.
Meek. Yeah, dyslexia gets in the way
Miko.
sometimes.
Okay.
Mike.
Yeah.
Michael Toma.
Mike. Yeah, she's going Mike.
Mikotoba.
Professor Mike. All right. Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean. Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Ah,
Hell yes, you
of
can.
course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asuga, you must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
Only if you rein in the crazy headband and control the cold stares first.
Okay. Even he realizes the headband's magical.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
one moment. I'm
Okay.
grabbing a drink real quick, so just read it and I'll continue the dialogue.
All right. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Who wants to be the butler?
I don't know. I'm not very good at male
Who
voices, but
hasn't
I can
spoken
try.
yet? Has everyone
Go
spoken?
Ray.
I think I am the one who's
Ray
speaking
needs to
last.
speak.
Yeah. I can try. I'm better at being famous, I think, but I can try. Also, we need to
Shut up. You're super
Yeah.
cool when you're a man.
Yeah,
You can do
I
it.
know. I know.
We want
viewers
male
want me to do
Ray.
the male.
Okay, let's continue.
Okay, so I will do him.
Yeah.
Otsunaga. That's a difficult to pronounce his name. Wait.
Satoru
Satoru
Hos-
Hosonaga.
Oh,
Hosonaga.
Yeah.
Satoru.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga.
Wow.
I am the head waiter at the Western style restaurant called La Carnival. Okay.
There you go. You got it. Yep.
La Carnival.
Carnaval. Oh my god, he's
Nice.
lying.
Whoa!
What, guys? He's dying. I am
Are you alright?
They
You
don't
seem to be
die.
coughing up some,
He just went.
Oh no, you use that to stir people?
Wait, but look, he's being cute. Look, he's so
COVID.
cute, though.
Oh my god.
This is
Okay,
a
that's
COVID,
totally me. It's
danger.
real me. I am always dying, so it's me. Right? It's me. Anyway, it's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
well, is it really should?
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants in... the fuck? I guess. An Occidental eatery 3 days ago. I'm gonna look up what that word means.
Oh man.
Eatery is like a
Understood,
restaurant.
You will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh,
Occidental just means relating to the West, by the way.
Yeah, I thought it was that.
aspiring maybe, but aspiring.
Perspiring.
It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We had few dinners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, but there were only 3 tables still occupied. Occupied? I'm not sure.
Occupied,
that-
you got it.
That fits what my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place.
It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery.
So, sir, please cough into your arm, not your hand.
Yeah, exactly.
You nasty.
I guess it ran out, so I hurried out to the din area to see what had happened. From the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. Standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Hold on! Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up the gun that I found lying on the floor, besides the professor, I didn't shoot him.
I can believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But
The next time you interrupt at an appropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruodo.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
okay.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Wipe your mouth, sir.
Yes, without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
Because happy.
There he goes.
No. There's no. There was no one else around the table, but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Huh? Wait. What did he just say? There was no one else around that table?
What's the matter, Ryunosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Watson to say hello,
Oh, it was a woman.
there was a woman sitting opposite of him at this table.
Was a
Oh,
pretty
whoa.
lady. Really?
And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
Um,
Maybe we should wait.
yeah, wait and see, because you'll have the chance to also question him.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
We still have cross-examination, right? Though Yosuke doesn't know that, right? I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject.
Ryunosuke. If your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you?
I suppose I am. Never have gotten into university otherwise.
But you can't just always follow the you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know.
Maybe we
Okay,
should-
well, thanks, Kazuma, for making me feel like an idiot. You don't say what you want to right now. You'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty. But you get the...
All right, you've scared me. I won't forget the piece of advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. I'm going to shut my eyes to say it. Yes. Just a moment, please. Dr. Watson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection! Dear me. What are we going to do with you?
I suppose we don't have to shout out the freaking voice cut stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's just funny.
Yeah, it is.
With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Well, he's not even a...
Mm.
Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer at all?
But
Yeah.
I'm sure of what I saw.
Hosonoga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy?
No.
God, he's so
The
cool,
seated
too.
gentleman came to dine alone.
I don't believe it.
I actually ate a rug plane at the restaurant at his house that day. Please, have a look if you like it.
Okay, the judge.
Let me see. A sketch of the establishment layout drawn by yourself, I presume.
The
Ray.
butler.
I'm
Right?
sorry, I was watching the computer.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
Just by one X on the map.
Yeah, the thing is, that's not trustable at all.
Not really.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Thank you, sir.
The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well,
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
I don't want to.
It has my boyfriend's number on it. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Something certainly seems to have shaken him.
Ah, yes, the dying of his
He's
body.
actually dying.
Give this man an oxygen tank. Damn.
Oh my god.
So, the court has now heard a precis?
A precis?
I've never seen that word before.
Precis?
Of the case.
Precis?
Precis, I guess.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we're looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who are present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence?
No.
Why?
Staring at-
Everyone keeps telling me this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it, Professor Miko Toba said it, and so has the judge and prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it?
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Or are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Yunosuke. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. God, I love you, Cosmo.
I know, right?
Same.
Yeah, so-
Cosma is the best, dude.
Indeed. Prosecutor Aochi, please
Yeah,
continue with proceedings.
His name is Ouchie. Ouchie! Ouchie!
Yeah.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. Trying to make him sound as annoying as possible. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
It's
I
so
just
annoying.
I just want to know his full name.
Yeah.
Ouchie,
Takaguchi
ouchie.
Ouchi. Okay, it's not as punnable as
Not that,
In a
Naruhodo.
few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever.
Oh, we're not trying
The
doing this
prosecution
thing.
calls its next witness. Is
It doesn't make the same sound.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once.
witnesses.
Okay, so we have
Witnesses, yeah.
others.
yeah, I made that mistake too.
Look at them.
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh.
Oh,
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
With the general.
Okay, let's see.
You can just
Um,
go, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, there's an old man. Who wants the old man or who wants the officer? I can do one of them, I suppose, because I only have Ryosuke.
But Kuro, she's not talking, so maybe.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess I'll do one of them. Which one do you want to do?
I'm going for the old man, I suppose.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant. Yes and no, sir. Reporting for duty, sir.
See, that's perfect.
Myself, I find my employee as a perpetrator of the fine articles of entity from wow, the freaking
Forest out. Oh my god.
What?
They had
Efflorescence.
efflorescence, yeah.
Efflorescence of our nation, Nippon,
Oh my god.
and conduct my trade from real estate and humble premises in the 2nd district. Yeah. Kyoto. Curio.
Wait,
Yeah.
Curio
trades, right?
Koreputa.
What?
his name is literally Curio.
Curio,
Like
yeah.
as in curios of like
Curio.
curios like goods.
Mhm.
That's it's a play on that. I just thought that was cute.
Korekuta.
Curio.
Curio Korekuta.
Ah.
At your service.
We know Japanese.
Alright, it's the Juge.
Momo-chan, your mic is muted.
Mama.
Boy, an antique dealer and a soldier, what an unusual pairing.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. But I thought you said that he was alone.
Just one moment. I'm gonna
Okay.
fix
What's
something
on?
real
Anyway,
quick.
let's... What?
Oh, I thought
Wait.
I apparently muted myself at some point.
Oh.
There
It
we
must
go.
be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Except the waiter
Myself,
didn't
I
like
humbly take tea of the most efficient aroma, and at the establishment in question, always past noon, and not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curious which I make my business.
I told you.
Yeah,
I
Curio.
told you. He's cute.
I can't understand a word what the old man is saying.
Neither
Yeah.
can we. It's fine.
I chose the wrong one because his freaking expensive
all hard
use of
words.
words.
Yeah. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. Thank you, Kazuma. He obviously targets La
Translator.
Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller than rather than a buyer.
Now, you
And,
both
hey there,
witnessed the
Shadow.
precise
Sorry
moment
for
of
not
this
responding.
most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Damn, dude, you're gonna get a bruise on your head. You keep whacking it with the fan.
Affirmative.
No, son.
The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was a black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir.
This man is impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard the strange noise during that last thing he said.
That's his voice.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier's claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. I need to change my...
Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please.
Okay, well,
You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred.
better now,
Sir,
Shadow,
yes,
because
sir.
I updated it.
Standing by, ready to report, sir.
I thought I updated it before the stream.
The old man's just constantly looking at this thing.
Unsavory memories of the most applicable afternoon.
Honestly, don't even worry about saying it correct because no one can understand what he's saying anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
indeed.
it's just
You're fine.
random
What the
keywords.
witness saw.
Not even the
Witnesses saw.
characters know. Regulation.
I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Right. Myself, I was exalting the various of
Oh my god.
Parker security. Why did I take the old man?
You want to
Golden
switch?
You
Curl
wanna switch
to
with
the
someone
military gentleman.
Are you okay?
You wanna?
What?
Do you wanna switch or?
No,
are you
it's okay. Let's just go
Good
ahead.
Practice.
Is
Yeah,
this
but
just funny?
It's just gonna be funny.
Okay.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I was on the other hand on my knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Yeah, curio.
Yeah, you did
I
really
did it
good with that,
correctly. I was
actually.
doubting myself.
great.
Yeah,
I
that
was
was good.
just doubting myself.
Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. Vital. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That weakened the university cadets, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy.
What times we live in, where the English gentleman may be a safe assailant in broad day, light of day. Yeah. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Is that really true, Yunosuke? Just
Yes.
just take it slow. That's all.
Yeah, just think
Yeah,
about it.
indeed. All I did was pick up the gun I saw lying on the floor. After I
Picked
said
up a gun on the floor?
After I said hello to Dr. Watson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I finished, I got up my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed the an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting.
Wait, you didn't notice the noise. How could you not notice the noise?
I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it,
Yeah.
so I bent down. And just as I was picking it up,
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it happened when he picked up the
Oh.
gun. What?
That's interesting.
So there were two guns.
Oh. Well,
Mhm.
if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
there is.
And I think it might have to do with him saying he was shot from the back.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it couldn't. The back was at the table.
Yeah. Yunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examine?
The witness.
The
Do it
witness.
now. As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. Pop his ass.
Yeah, indeed, right?
It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt.
Really now?
Well, the judge was never that smart to begin with. So
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Oh,
that you
he's-
couldn't speak, so Yosuke
He's so
interrupted
polite.
anyway.
What in
He's
the
so
name
polite
of
with
the
his arm raised.
emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
I
Again.
I mean the defense demands the right to cross-examination. I forgot the A to whatever.
Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
What?
Huh? How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time.
I know.
The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Daddy.
Cosmo, I love you. The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
Cosma is commended.
That's what's so hard about him.
Mhm.
He's got
I know,
such
right?
a presence.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses.
All right. This is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke.
But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence.
right, evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
All right then.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's all or
A
nothing.
light slap on the desk.
It's not even.
My little-
It's not even a powerful slap. It's just. It's just a hand slap. Okay. This is already what we
We already go to
said.
the
Yeah.
one that says the back, the shot in the back.
If you think
and
that we're going
present
there, then yeah,
the
sure,
picture.
let's go ahead.
Yeah, we can just like go through, like, I don't think anything's wrong, just share.
Present of the moment, the fire on.
Okay, that's true. He probably saw something.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
This one,
That one.
Okay, and what do we present?
the
The-
picture.
I say-
Let's
the
look at
picture.
the post-mortem.
I
What about
think the
the- wait,
picture
the
is the
report?
one that says where shot, right?
It did not pass through the... Okay, didn't pass through the body. Single
Yeah,
bullet
it
fired
didn't
at
pass
close
through the
range.
body and
Pectoral!
yeah,
Wait!
yeah,
It said pectoral trauma,
in the
which
chest.
can only happen if it went through the front.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And if you look at the picture, the bullet wound entered from
See,
the
if it
front.
didn't pass through the body, there would
Yeah.
be like a
Yeah.
hole in the front.
Yeah.
So
I love
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, too.
The music stopped. It's good.
Oh, he's sweating.
What? What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Trusting some photographic print in my mustache.
we literally threw evidence to him.
Yeah, he did.
Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here.
What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
This is so frustrating.
Thank you, Cosmo. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
He's doing the
Oh
Edgeworth
my
pose.
God,
Yeah, I know.
Kazuma. Oh my God, Kazuma.
They like
Kazuma, what?
I love him.
confidence.
I love him.
Husbando.
What are you talking about? It's apparent from the single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What?
You're talking to yourself now.
Yeah, I know. Sergeant Iesa Nosa.
Yes, sir. What, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, that cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Some military great eyes you have if you.
Yeah, honestly.
Yes, but no, that just can't be.
And why not, cadet?
Because.
Again, thank you, Cosma. Take a close look at the print. The thing is, I just know that he's probably gonna go off on his trip, and he's not gonna be here for the game.
Well, yeah.
Like, why? It's
maybe.
just in my heart. I can feel it. It makes me sad.
Oh no.
Right. The victim, Dr. Watson, died from a bullet wound to the chest.
Ah,
Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
oh.
What? What?
Well,
Oh, that's why I'm wearing that thing!
What the?
Daddy?
What was that? Something just popped from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
Don't look at my child.
He doesn't have military-grade eyesight yet.
Yeah.
Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa?
Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Till the moment I heard the firearm discharged, my eyes were... Oh, it's so cute! Firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir.
What?
I didn't see it.
Hey, Raphael, I'm sorry. There's a redeem. You have to stretch.
Right, okay, thank you for the redeem. And Neko telling Yandere, thank you.
Thank you.
I will stretch.
Okay.
Everybody can stretch. It's very nice.
I should probably stretch. Yeah. Oh.
Um,
Oh my god.
Why not?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Let's redeem it for the full Vtuber grip.
The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Iesa Nosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Ooh.
Fucking love you, Kazuma!
Wow. Get wrecked.
Oh, I got an achievement there.
You got an achievement?
Yeah.
Yeah!
There's been a complete
God.
turnabout in the mood of this trial. Just from
Uh-huh,
one
there it is.
discrepancy.
A turnabout! A turnabout! Oh.
So this is what being an ace attorney is all
Oh
about.
my god.
Ace attorney.
But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back. Hi.
But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up from the floor.
And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either.
Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing?
He was dancing.
Hunting for treasure!
Treasure?
Indeed!
Oh my God.
The Hore Kaban! My prized coin! On each occasion when I visit the restaurant. It's my... wow. Habitude to place my it in my my bosom pocket. A peculiar trinket of interest from my shop, Rasute. In a hope of meeting a rich, meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day of the murder, under security, the name? Scrutiny. It was to the military man that I proffered my Hue treasure. Believe that he would purchase such a rare find. I did not. But I was presented with a little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more, simply vanished.
Come on. Vanished?
Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it would have fallen there. And then it happened.
And you heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did. But I heeded it not. I was far too concerned only by finding my obscured Hoey treasure. Nothing could distract me.
Out of interest. Did you find the coin in the end? No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Kazuma,
Oh.
did you already say?
I see.
That monumental day, the precious Hoey Kolbum was lost to me.
Oh, he's
No
constantly
doubt
shaking.
someone unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
Not me.
Arjun, who's looking away like that. For his baby.
I need to feed my baby.
Actually, what if the baby took the coin? Because it was tiny.
That would be
Baby ate
something.
the coin.
Oh no!
Oh my.
As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Damn. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels, it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now.
What is your position, Protector Auchi?
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. Okay.
What?
My witnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Sorry.
On hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear. that there is only one person who could have possibly committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Naruhodo. I can't.
What?
What? You're a wizard, Harry. A what? A what? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
To be honest, right, the English voice actor for Naruhodo is freaking British as hell, and I'm like, he's supposed to be Japanese, not British.
Yeah.
In the game?
Yeah, he is English voice actor. If you have English voices on, his voice actor sounds freaking British.
It would be weird if they tried to do like a Japanese accent though.
Yeah.
Well, it's like if they were just like, if it was like American English.
Well, the thing is, in the lore, he is studying English. I mean,
The original in the
Oh, wait
like,
a minute. Wait.
in the
No,
modern
that does
game,
make sense.
right?
It does make sense.
well,
Because
maybe.
the one teaching him English is from Britain.
Yeah, true.
So he would
maybe.
also have the accent from the teacher.
Maybe.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Yeah, maybe.
That makes
Yeah.
Anyway.
Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will fully explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
As clear as... wow. Kiriko Glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir.
Excuse me, but there's something, or someone peeking over your shoulder, I think.
Thank God.
I don't
someone
know what
brings
you're
it up.
talking about. Affirmative, the newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks. Sir, name Idol. Aw, so cute.
Have you seen those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny?
Aw, that's cute. Idol Tenshun. Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
It's not.
I love him.
That's not.
This is so good.
Ace Attorney always have great personality in their characters, dude.
Yeah.
Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Is it?
Okay. Yeah,
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was... That was a young lad in black. That much that much I myself did see.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed. Alone, he was, the Englishman. Dining all by himself.
Alone, he was.
Yes.
Padawan.
Therefore,
I know,
no
right?
one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
But that contradicts with our memory of having seen a lady, right?
Oh, yeah, he was alone,
Wait,
right?
no.
But
That's nonsense! The victim, Dr. Watson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
But there was a
Why is
woman.
that?
There was
We
a
don't
young
have
woman
proof,
at the
evidence.
table.
we don't have evidence, no?
You must have seen her. Everyone must have seen her.
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies.
Yeah.
It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution... Oh, we could look at the table for another glass, technically. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact.
Oh, well, maybe.
Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, Consul?
Oh wait, this is afterwards.
There's no other glass.
Wait, there is something different, guys.
Well, this is just a
The
photograph without the body and everything.
What is it? Yeah, the stick.
We couldn't see half of the steak before with the body.
Oh,
Yeah.
right?
mm,
We can check again.
The body was like the chair was in the way and it was covering it. So they must have taken this after he was taken from the chair.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
likely.
But looking at it, there's nothing here that really
Says that there
says
was
there's
another
someone
person.
else.
Yeah.
Unless they only put chairs there for as many people are going to sit at the table. That's the only thing I can think of that would even give that away. But,
We'll probably find out later.
Yeah.
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 Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set. She could have also not eaten.
Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record.
Okay.
Can you check the record like at any time when they're talking?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
You'll see. You see here court records in the. So I can just check it if you want.
Yeah, and
You
just
want
like
the
look at the
other
differences
picture?
between the pictures. Let's look
Difference
at the
between
other
the
picture.
pictures. Well,
Wait a minute.
It looks
look at
like
the-
it's.
It looks like the vase was moved.
what was it?
The vase was moved. Yeah. Look at the
Oh.
other picture. The vase is a lot closer. See?
Oh.
Maybe it's just a perspective thing.
Maybe, yeah.
I
Maybe it's
don't
just the
know.
perspective.
No, this is
but I don't know
this is
how-
this is the
Yeah.
this is the wine bottle, and here's the vase. You see the edge
Yeah,
of it
Oh,
there.
yeah.
but it's still in like the same proportions almost. So it's like
Eh.
I don't know.
I don't know how. Yeah, we'll see because I don't know how relevant that is right now. But
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying like that's the only thing I can see that's different. But even then,
Yeah.
it's not
What's going
Yeah.
on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman.
or they were paid.
it was a
not
ghost.
say anything.
Before I say this, I want to actually tell you guys about something really cool.
Hmm?
It's called Disney Green. So it's a shade of green that for some reason our eyes just don't pick up nearly as easily.
Ah.
That can like hide things from view.
Hmm.
It was just that brought it to my mind. Like it's
What
not.
is it
has-
called?
It's called Disney Green.
Disney?
Disney Green, as in Disney, like the animation company.
What?
What?
They paint like part of their scenery that color, so it like hides doors and like doesn't take away from the focus of certain things. But I just thought about that when looking at her clothing. Anyway,
Oh no.
the waiter
Wow.
before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Watson came to the restaurant alone as well.
That's not true. I saw her. I swear I saw a woman with him.
It will seem that we are all able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. Witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. Peace guts. To think that I, Takatsuchi Alchi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor.
Wow.
Gambare, gambare.
Oh no, Inosuke.
How can this be happening? But just she's ready to rule.
Come on, Kazuma.
This is Kasuma, by the way.
Stand tall, Inosuke. It's not over yet.
What?
What?
What? What? I'm sorry. Sometimes it just comes out really British.
No, it's just
Yeah, it's nice.
I'll show you a video like after stream. so it reminds me of it.
The Harry Potter
Um,
one?
No, it's like it's something where it keeps going with the jokes. It's like how many blah blah blah, you know, electricity things is this, and it's like a what?
Oh,
So anyway.
okay.
All right, if what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I just realized he has a fucking sword.
Yeah, he just
He was
unshipped it as
holding
well.
it this entire
Damn.
time.
He's like ready to slit someone's throat there with his thumb. Yeah.
What happened to like no weapons in court?
I don't know, Kazuma.
The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood?
I can't even make the noise loud enough. Rules can be so unbending at times.
I love the cross-examination, like,
The way that he shows up.
yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have to read this. We already did,
Yeah,
so
we just
I'm
have to pay
gonna
attention to what he's saying.
I'm gonna see. Even if he was, what he saw wasn't.
So we need to prove that someone else was there.
Maybe we just
Young
need
lad
to
in black.
press. Maybe we just need to press certain things.
Yeah,
so
maybe we
that,
need to
so that
press
we.
when he
Let's see
says
what
that
they
he was
say.
alone.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Didn't
press
like
every
this.
statement. To be honest, just
Wait, let's see
Okay,
all of them
okay.
first.
he's pointing the gun at foreign man. He was that. Okay.
Wait, this one, guys. He said it wasn't interested, but now he's saying that he saw it.
He said, even though I didn't see much, I saw that part.
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
That's-
maybe
yeah.
it's
The visual
did.
search of the premises at the time confirmed that there were only one personnel present.
I'm gonna press
Remember
this.
that.
So he's saying that he was alone.
Yeah.
You must have noticed someone else with Dr. Watson at the table. There was a lady there.
As you have been at pains to point out time and again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear.
Damn.
And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
If only there would there been more people dining there at the time, that someone else would have noticed her.
Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
I know. Of course, the place was almost empty. It's what you expect.
Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat.
I don't know, man. I eat lunch at 2 p.m. sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at the time of the day and why he was alone.
Actually, that brings up a good question. Why would you just come at that weird time unless you were gonna
Yeah.
meet
Mm.
someone, you know?
Oh,
Yes,
actually,
Your Excellency. There was indeed a reason.
there was. Hey, we got new evidence
This
for
was-
this.
Finally, this was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Consul?
It is a medical report card, Your Excellency.
Oh.
It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Right.
Otta Clinic? Yes,
Otta?
Does anyone
The
know the
wound-
other Ace Attorney games?
Happening.
No, I
No.
don't.
Hota Clinic is a clinic in Phoenix's time as well.
Is
It's-
it the one in Apollo Justice? Is it the
No, no,
same
no.
one?
In the originals as well, it was manned by a really creepy doctor.
Yeah, the
in-
creepy guy. I think he was also.
He was also. He was always. Yeah. He
was.
was, but he was always scratching himself all over and
Yeah,
he was
yeah, yeah.
gross.
Exactly. I hated him
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much.
yeah.
So reference there. all the way back in old Japan, Hota Clinic already existed.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't have even known, so thank you for pointing that
Operating
out.
for 500 years.
Mm-hmm.
And 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m.
The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on this case. I wonder. What do you think, Ryunosuke?
Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered in the court record as evidence if you think it would be useful.
Think it will be.
Well, yeah, of course. Should I ask for
yeah,
Dr.
we
Watson's
need-
medical report? Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. More evidence is more ammo, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because we're grasping
If I may,
straw.
I'd like to ask for the medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern. Are they, though? Thank you, Kazuma.
Again.
That's just gonna be the catchphrase for this. Whether or not...
I should
whether or
change the
not
title
they-
to
they
Thank
are-
you, Kazuma.
Actually, you should, yeah.
Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence.
Very well. The court will grant the defense request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
I'm a reread now.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record.
Okay, we have the report card now.
What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. So we really need to look at that evidence.
Right, I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. I don't know what that means, but okay. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. Well, they already lied once, so...
Yeah.
Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korekutta-san.
Before that,
They're
though,
the
I'm
unreliable witnesses.
gonna look at
Yeah.
the evidence real quick.
Yeah.
Let's see what it says.
Oh,
on
I
the
can't even look at it
card.
yet. I can only present it
Oh.
at the moment.
Let's look at the... Wait, let's look at the other one. The seating thing.
Seating
Uh,
plan. Oh.
The
Yeah.
seating plan. There's nothing really.
I know,
Yeah,
I
it
just
just
wanted
says
to,
where the
like-
victim was sitting.
I find it cool that they actually translated this.
Yeah.
I played the fan translation and they already had it translated in English, not with the Japanese tokens in it. It's pretty nice.
Okay.
They kept that.
Alright, wait, magnifying glass. Does that do anything on that?
Oh, it's just that you can like look at the evidence more closely.
Okay. So, I'm just like checking everything.
Yep.
What about the autopsy report again?
I don't think that will.
Let's see,
Or
19th,
help.
shortly
Oh,
after
sorry.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what he went to the doctor for.
Maybe we'll find
yeah,
out soon.
I also
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think that's the only thing we've got right now.
Indeed, alone. I don't think we need to press anything at this moment. Because there are still
Yeah.
other stuff.
Let's see what it says.
Excellent work, Yunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
Well,
Mhm.
yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real just presence to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Thank you, Kazuma.
Oh, you mean
we can
this?
finally look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. Well, we didn't have the option.
There we go.
How exactly? We're gonna learn about it now, so I mean.
How do
Yeah.
how do we look at stuff?
Oh my god. It wouldn't even... Okay. This is an entirely tutorial thing. We were on the right track.
I know,
We just
right?
literally
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. There we go, yeah.
Okay, don't.
You can
Yeah.
take a closer look at the piece in question.
Wow.
Can't read that.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, they're saying you can tilt it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can move it. You can do it in the original games as well.
Okay, this is a lot. This is different than
This
the
is-
things we were given before.
Yeah.
Okay. You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before.
Wow. Fourth wall, everything.
If they start to pulsate, press to
If it's gonna
investigate
get
further.
Pulsating
Something else is starting to pulsate.
My kokoro is going doki doki.
Yeah, my heart. It's definitely my heart.
Nothing else. Nothing else. Nope.
Yeah, well.
So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card.
This is a say-so stream.
Yes.
It
There
is.
isn't anything. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
But the reason why I said to look back at the business card that he wrote the map on is because the butler was really nervous about giving it up.
We'll look at
Oh.
it soon then. Name Mr.
Alright.
James. What's medical report? I love that this is translated this way.
Right.
That they kept it all
Let's
Japanese.
turn it. Maybe it's. Oh, okay.
Uh,
Whoa,
I-
Kazuma, seeing you from the front is so weird.
Yeah, like Edgeworth's sprite from the front. It's so uncanny.
Oh. One moment, I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Kazuma.
Yeah, we all look at Kazuma. Just drool.
Just
I will be right back as well.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Be
It's
right back.
As Agent Kuro and Pink. I forgot.
How is
his
everybody
name.
doing in chat? What's
Yeah,
going
it's
on?
not.
I've been looking in chat, but I haven't been seeing comments. Has anyone commented?
Yes. Like,
Because it
there is
won't
a
show up for
person
me.
who's commenting a lot in our stream, and
Yeah, I
in,
see Momo and
too.
Ray stream.
My
Oh,
stream.
is this on another?
Huh?
You both streaming or something?
Yeah, we're
Same
not
time?
Yeah.
streaming. No.
We are.
What? But
No, no,
Yeah.
that's creepy. Ah,
Mm.
no, it's just like
I
oh,
hate
didn't know you
this.
could do that.
So, like,
Wait, who?
our
What?
viewer
What?
back.
Wait,
Can
what?
can you see that? Our viewer back screen. It's so creepy. It's so cool.
Oh yeah, I see the little caterpillar. What's going on?
The caterpillar is a meme because everybody asked us to sing Bruco Gianluco, the one from
Bruco Gianluca!
yeah, the famous song
I'm-
from that Italian
missing something.
YouTuber.
Yeah. Scotex.
Bruco Gianluca, na, na, na,
Yeah, I'm a
na,
little
na.
confused. You're not gonna lie.
Okay,
Aw.
let's continue.
It's
Yeah.
their be right back screen. It's very cute but weird.
Okay.
It's not
It says
good,
Hota
it's
Clinic
cursed.
on
I
medical
will
card.
change that.
It's cursed.
It's
I
cursed.
hate. Wow. I hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries.
Aren't they all the same?
When I was 5, I caught the only cold I ever had in my life. And I remember, even though it felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life.
No.
Most people would give their right arm to have. Most people would give their right arm to have only had one cold in their entire life. Oh,
Indeed.
like, I made it harder. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that.
Oh.
Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything. Which is why I'm saying, like, let's turn it. Yeah.
Oh, you can open it?
Oh,
Wait,
one
what's on the
second.
back first?
Sorry.
What's on the back? Okay, the date record. We could click
There's
it
no
and see what they
date.
say, but oh, it's a dentist,
Oh.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a tooth.
Let's have a look. Some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out?
Which you can't drive with yourself when you get that, can you? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he'd had a bad tooth removed.
You wouldn't be driving.
He wouldn't be eating.
Wait, he was.
You wouldn't be eating.
Yes. I got my.
Oh my gosh. Perhaps they use laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there is anything that can actually stop you feeling pain.
There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well.
Indeed.
Strictly no.
Yeah.
See? Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed. Yeah, that was
Really?
it.
There we go.
That was it.
Yep.
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
Report has been updated.
It's so nice to do progress in this game.
Yeah.
With this new information, the meaning of one particular statement totally changes.
So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So before that, I'm gonna examine that card you got, right?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Ooh.
Hi, Mama.
Oh.
You should really change that.
This is a business card.
This is this business
thing.
card.
Yeah, this is the
Funny.
business card for the other guy.
Yeah, he said he wrote it on the back of it.
Okay. Sorry,
That's why
I just
he
didn't
was.
remember that.
That's
part.
why he was surprised to turn it in as evidence.
Oh, because he did it. He did it
So,
so late
okay.
afterwards. Well, that's unexpected.
What is?
Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga.
Well, yes. Business cards do tend to show person's name. That's sort of the point.
It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title.
His job? Oh, Chief Inspector Satoru Usukana. For Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
Is Detective gone?
He's
Inspector?
He's not a butler.
What on
He's
earth?
not a butler. I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here.
Maybe he willed the witnesses to stay silent about the extra person in
Yeah.
the room. Anyway,
Anyways, let's see.
let's see. We had a statement about him eating, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Furthermore, the visual search his time confirmed he was the only person present. Indeed, alone he was, the English dining all by himself.
Dining
all
Okay.
by
Yes.
myself, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Oh, hell no.
Momo didn't know because she wasn't here, but
Um,
he
uh,
just had his
well-
tooth removed, so he couldn't eat actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think, what up? About what are you whittling, lad? Call yourself a
coulda
lawyer?
What up, lad?
I wish I could. But first and foremost, I'm here. I'm here. I'm the accused.
Inosuke? Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks,
Goes for you
Kazuma.
too, Hita.
Yeah, I
Goes
know.
for you too, Hita.
I know. It
I
doesn't
could
really.
see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out.
For me, it doesn't really help that I'm also dyslexic, so I can. I stumble on my
okay.
about
That
my
makes more
words.
sense. It's fine. Take your time with it, man.
That's why I'm stumbling about my words when I'm reading.
That's okay.
Alright, man.
I can have him dyslexic
Mhm.
like that, but I just stumble a lot also, so maybe.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if I would tell a story normally, I wouldn't really stumble upon my words except for difficult
Yeah,
words.
reading.
Yeah.
Reading it.
maybe.
Then
as
again,
well.
you've been given a lot of difficult words that even I don't know how to
Yeah,
pronounce.
honestly.
Mhm.
Especially
Like
because I
anybody
took
would
the old man.
The way the old man speaks, you would never, ever see most of those words in normal everyday talk. So
I
it's
know,
entirely, it's entirely okay that you don't know how to
Mhm.
say them.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know.
I don't know how to say them. Anyway, when you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully. Yeah, you raised it up like slowly and politely. It's so
Mhm.
cute. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say.
Hmm.
Ding. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking.
All right. And thanks for the advice.
Gotta love a man. Baby.
Kore Kuta-san, this is the medical report belonging to the victim. Ah, I see. And? I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing to what was written in the report card with your witness statement, something
goes.
clearly doesn't add up.
I love seeing him get more and more confident.
He's still looking back at
Dear me,
Kazuma
dear
for
me.
improvement, though.
Yeah. He did look to him for proof.
Oh my god.
Right. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Sorry, what? What?
This is the new meme.
I'm getting self-aware because of it.
Peter's catchphrase.
You are not
What?
to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drivel.
But
It's his own cross-examination.
Yeah.
Let's
is
see if
his
I can.
job.
Yeah, this is a job.
yeah, pretty much.
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. That's
but-
never irrelevant.
But that's
Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words.
lucky for me.
Just make your point. Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is surely no need to prolong this trial further.
Objection.
He's fan. Yaddy. Yaddy. Yada yada does it.
Wow.
Yare yare da wa.
The
Yada,
witness testimonies the court has heard have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could have
Ooh.
Then something.
This medical report has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that?
What? That outburst have petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant?
Oh my god.
Perhaps because Hota Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
Yeah. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Wow, you never went to the dentist or something?
Lol.
Perhaps if I told you what the victim had that the victim just had his tooth extracted. What's that now? And furthermore, if I told you that the result, the victim had been forbidden from eating.
Even the baby's worried.
The baby is sleeping, I think. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Just what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what?
And now for the other evidence!
it's all written up here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure. Well,
That's right, in the
anesthesia
wine
wears
glass.
off.
In the wine glass, there was only water.
Yeah, so one person was drinking the water and the other was eating.
Yeah.
Who was having the wine though?
It wasn't. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Hida, you're a fucking genius. Oh my god. Alright. What? No, that can't.
Kurokata-san. What, boy? What? As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No.
He's so
Additionally-
worried because his eyes are open.
There's more?
You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case.
Yes.
Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of anesthetic.
Expertly done, partner.
Oh, baby.
What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Here, just look at this photographic evidence. Where the steak was eaten, and there's water in the glass, but there's wine next to it. You can clearly see the plate of food
Oh,
at the
sorry.
This is
It's
vodka.
fine. It's fine, because I would rather him be interrupted. Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
Cause I'm not with the burns.
Yeah. How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case burned.
Quite literally.
Love a man who can make a pun and actually be cool with it.
Gosh.
Wouldn't you agree, Yunosuke?
Yes, most definitely. Momo?
Judge.
I'm sorry. So, having just undergone some dental surgery, I'm not muted, right? No, okay.
No.
The victim was unable to eat.
Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. What is that? Who in fact was eating the picture beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel?
Console? Oh. That means me, doesn't it?
All right. The answer to this question is going to be pivotal.
What's
This is
that?
the start of you turning this trial
The
around.
change of everything.
Show them what you're made of. Yeah, no, it's
Got
so
it.
good.
So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been
Me.
And yet unknown.
and yet unknown third party.
It's me, Yunosuke.
And me.
And the two witnesses.
They were eating the same steak.
Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Love it. You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
There was, because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet, we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair trial. A fair retrial, relentlessly. Damn.
Kazuma.
Are you insane? You would take on the government? Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issue with them. Those two witnesses in the stand.
What? And no guys.
What are you talking about?
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury.
Perjury?
And, since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Shit.
Complicit in murder? No!
No!
Even the baby's upset. Ah!
Oh, my baby, I have to take care of him.
Negative. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. Oh, the tactical meeting. I was just following orders.
Now we can all know
That's
that
right.
phrase.
As the
phrase
man
is not
said.
an excuse.
Just say that you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us.
Oh my god.
Oh. What?
So funny.
What did you just say, Kurokata-san? No, no. You were just following orders? Now hold on, lad. I was just,
Say you never saw the gentlewoman? When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
What?
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair?
Just one. Just one simple slip of the tongue.
They sound like zombies in the back.
Order, order. Console, explain what is going on here.
It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Was maybe the
Dan,
phone.
who's behind this? Who tried to keep your mouth shut? Well,
That's classified.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't. This can't be happening.
Inosuke. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. Hosanaga!
Yeah, the detective.
However, I don't believe Aochi had any idea about it.
what are you saying? I mean, will it kind of influence? There can only be a handful of possibilities. Could only have been the government, military, or the police, I suppose.
Yay.
ACAB.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit.
So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouth shut.
Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations.
Well, we already examined that, right?
Evidence that proves whoever it is really did wield his or her power here.
Yeah, we examined the card.
But how?
Yeah.
How can we possibly...
Remember how we made progress before?
Before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh yes, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose.
Well, we went ahead, so I mean, on that.
Yeah, we smart.
Yeah.
I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses had been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god. I knew nothing.
And what does the defense have to say about all this, hmm?
Well, Your Excellency. No time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my mind. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is... Well, surely that would be Satoru Hasegawa-san.
Also, Naga-san, the waiter took the stand earlier?
Poppycock.
Peacock?
What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence.
For once, I would agree with you. If, that is, the man truly were a waiter.
What? If he truly were...
Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth.
The truth about...
Oh, that's me.
it's your...
The truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san's real identity as proven by this evidence.
The waiter's business card.
Yep, it was business card.
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything.
Sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest.
The back of the back.
That's
I beg your pardon?
Even the judge is confused. Or perhaps I would have said the front. Yes. The front of the back of the card.
Oh my god!
That's where telling detail is.
Stop.
Will somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say?
Because of my helpers.
Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession.
The waiter's profession? But that's surely... Good gracious!
That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power, as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
Oh, well.
It's me! It's me!
Yeah, you can.
But now it's real.
Inspector Hotsukana.
Oh, the baby.
He's so cute.
Sonaga.
I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my stats as evidence, I realized that it was a possibility.
flashback to back then.
Damn.
Where will
Just
take
a
this
minute
blah
ago,
blah blah
yeah.
blah.
We'll
Blah,
just
blah,
skip
blah.
over
blah,
this.
Blah blah
Is there a problem?
blah blah blah.
Blah blah.
blah blah.
Blah 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 blah.
It's just from a moment ago. Yes, I remember now. He did in fact act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card.
Wait, I suppose. Wait,
Right.
okay.
Try.
Right,
yeah.
okay. Thank you. I strive to carry out all investigation
Flawlessly.
Flawlessly.
Thank you. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. Huh?
Oh, cool.
It was an unusually careless mistake. Because he did not sketch the girl.
So, you mean to say you really are a detective?
But why would a detective be working at a restaurant as a restaurant waiter? No, of course.
Your salary?
Honestly, terrible. I mean, it is, but
Right?
I was working undercover. Yes, I'm sorry.
No problem. Undercover?
The things are not going but okay, ending. Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter working undercover.
incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? It's not coffee anymore either.
Uh, maybe it's just composed at this moment.
I guess.
Yeah, maybe. That will be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to do. We will wait for that for me to provide this. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Very well then, Inspector Ozonaga, but you will elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner, therefore I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
It's still there.
Oh, no, he is still coughing. He's still
Yeah.
dying.
Confirm, still dying.
Someone get this man to a hospital after this.
Your Excellency.
Unbelievable.
As I suspected. It's gotta be one filthy owl. Oh!
Probably.
Oh, okay. I thought someone shot him in the courtroom.
Yeah. Soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the architect's study. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table. Yes, was a young lady. Well, I guess that to be an English woman. So
Wait,
difficult
is
to
Sherlock
predict.
Holmes a woman in
Why-
this?
No.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it will be later.
Yeah.
No.
Sherlock
The
Holmes.
truth
It's
comes
critically
out.
later.
Sherlock Holmes.
Mhm.
What's the name?
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes.
I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the Vtuber. So I think it's French. It was then they received some special order.
Special orders? You mean to say?
Remove the English woman from the scene at all. It was made clear that the English woman's presence at the restaurant was to be considered. Those were my orders.
So even he doesn't really know.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But what if the English woman was the killer?
I think it will be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea.
Huh?
The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. Oh, so for politics,
Yeah.
Hmm.
that's terrible. That's not very nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
An Englishman has been murdered and our story. To name an English woman as the primary suspect? Well, without irrefutable evidence, it will be completely out of the question.
So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
But if that's not, if it's not right, everyone is silent.
Hmm.
One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kazuma?
Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. And I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman.
What?
I'm not sure how to pronounce that really Shrewd? I don't
Yeah,
know.
shrewd.
Okay. You're a shrewd man. I can see why you are the chosen candidate for the overseas study.
You mean
Yeah. When I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The English woman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett.
Zai, isn't it?
Giselle? I
Giselle
have no
Brett.
idea.
Giselle? Or
Giselle?
Yeah.
I think.
It seems like
Giselle?
French.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Giselle. I think it's just.
Maybe
Oh, like
Giselle.
I think it's Giselle. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
just like a
maybe
different
it's
spelling of the normal.
Like the name Giselle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like G-I. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
She is indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University's medical faculty.
You didn't even have time for that.
What is happening here? That's what I said.
Somewhat.
admit that under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of these ladies present at the scene and ordered this witness to make no mention or error in their testimonies. It must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with this situation.
Hmm. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise, namely that the victim was dining alone.
Hmm.
However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
At least they're just as fair.
Yeah. Much better than the other one.
Your Excellency! That would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions.
Calm yourself, Counsel.
Calm yourself, Peach. Calm your titties.
I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Okay, okay. Inspector Ozonaga.
You're gonna push yourself? I can't say the rest of it. This is a say-so stream.
It's a say-so stream.
It is.
Yes, sir.
You will locate this Giselle, Brett, and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
Once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau.
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigation flawlessly.
So it won't be a problem.
Unless...
Is that
Somewhat.
Oh my god.
Oh, but it's so
Nothing will
cool.
get in my way, he says as he probably is about to die.
Yeah.
Nothing will
Except for
get in my
death.
way.
Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. Your Excellency.
Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening.
Reconvening.
Okay, reconvening.
To be continued.
That was exciting.
Oh, yes.
Really cool.
Yeah, pretty
I
cool.
really like this game.
Of course we're gonna save progress.
It will be very funny if you click it no and then to redo it.
Oh, you can save it at any point, honestly, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Question here. So how, this is gonna be taking a while for part 2, probably.
Mm.
So are we going to
Mhm.
continue, or are we just ending stream here and then leave it for next week to continue?
Should we leave it for next week? It's pretty late for me right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, for me as well.
Yeah,
we can do
maybe
that.
for me as
Yeah,
well.
I think most of us are the same time zone.
Okay, in that case,
think
then
that's-
we're
yeah,
leaving this
I think
episode
that's a
here.
good- That's a good part to leave it at.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like we could work on future streams as well, just to end it at a to be continued stream, because most episodes are like divided like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna switch over to just chatting so that we can close up our stream. So, anyway, in that case, we're gonna end this stream here. Thanks, these lovely ladies and
Men.
men.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, I didn't want to screw up pronouns here, ladies and men, to this stream. And
Thanks
then
to
we're
you.
gonna.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna be back as soon as
I'm
possible.
really,
I want to see
I'm
how
really
we
thankful for you
continue this.
being here. So
This is my first collab, so this is really fun.
Wow.
it's my first as well. So I mean,
Congrats. Oh, congrats to both
Aw.
of you. That's so cute.
Everyone's just like, they're the babies. Point at them.
Babies must protect.
maybe I should pat myself on the back then. That's my first collab and I organized it
Yeah.
in a way.
Congratulations, guys.
Everybody follow Hita and get him to affiliate.
Yes.
Oh,
Wait, let me
You're so
just
sweet.
put yes, so.
Yes. Plug his channel, please.
Thank you guys for coming along. And then we'll be arranging when we're gonna meet again for the next episode, and I'll put that on my streaming schedule once we know when we're able to schedule up again. For now, thanks everyone for joining the circus, and see you next time, as we're going to look for who to host, to raid, actually. Let's see who is online to raid. Like, obviously I won't take Ray's channel.
Or
Will be, except if you're gonna continue streaming, I can rate you.
I just
No,
think so.
I don't think so.
No, I know. I thought so. So let's see. Oh, my good friend Alice is online. He's a fellow countryman of mine.
oh.
I'm Dutch.
Actually, the
Alice.
guy who rated us before, Oroka, is also from the Netherlands.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's my good friend.
That's good. That's really unexpected.
Yeah. Made a
Make
lot of
a-
Dutch friends in the
I should make
Vtuber
a-
community.
Apparently so. Anyway, thanks for everyone joining in the stream. Thanks for my VTuber comrades here for actually joining this collab. We'll be rating Alice VTuber and just say that the circus has come to rate him. Oh. Thank you all and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks so much for also everyone who came to our stream. We were streaming, but thank you so
Yes.
much. Thank you guys. We love you.
Well, I will just say goodbye to our chat as well.
Yes, please.
So I will mute everyone and just do that, and I will be right back. Okay?
Okay. And we're gonna rate Alice. So,
Ooh, let's
bye-bye.
go. What do we write again? The circus is gone?
What?
For the
Yeah.
raid.
Later. I mean, I found some.
I think it's
Surely we
already ready. Maybe.
can.
See what she says.